I want you to think back to the very beginning, to that very first night that you met. You were at the Overton Park show with some mutual friends. You'd actually matched on Bumble before that, but you let it expire. So it's a good thing you went to the show that night. And after the show, you went to Lafayette's and you didn't stop talking for 3.5 hours. You must have liked each other because the next day, Seeley invited you to a party, and you drove there all the way from Clifton County. Seeley loved how you made friends with all his friends immediately, how sociable and self-reliant you were, and even then, even that night, you saw a future together. And after that, despite the distance, you spent every single weekend together. Those early days, and still these days, you never watched TV. You just sat and talked for hours. One time, this is not an exaggeration, for 7 hours straight. You couldn't get enough. You couldn't believe that you found this person, your Michelle, your soulmate. That night you felt so special, so right. And in our first meeting together, Seeley told me with tears in your eyes, it was pretty soon until she was my best friend. You knew then that Molly and you knew that Seeley was forever. And Molly and Seeley, everyone who knows you, knows that this was true not just for Adam and Eve, but for you as well. And the letters that I ask that you agree to write for each other about why this is the person that you want to marry, and which I'll share with you for the first time after this ceremony. Seeley, you wrote to Molly, unfortunately, not everyone on this earth has that special someone that they're destined to be with. Yet I always heard growing up that the perfect woman for me was out there somewhere. And whether by luck or destiny, that held up. I couldn't have imagined a better lover and friend than you are. I wish everyone could experience the easy love that we share. And since those first days and months, you built such a special and supportive relationship. And the hallmark of any successful relationship is that we make each other better. Seeley, Molly wrote to you, you have helped me become a bolder, more vocal person, and have raised my confidence in myself. And Seeley, of course, you feel the same way. You wrote, the long exposure to your amazing qualities has made me a better person. Not you, so thank you for being so sweet. Seeley, it does not go unnoticed to Molly that you always put her first. Her happiness is your number one concern. Even though you're such a hard worker and your career is so important to you, nothing in this world compares to your commitment to Molly. And at the same time, Molly loves to make you food and to make you feel cared for. Even though you have different love languages, you both make each other feel very loved. You both told me that in your relationship with one another, neither of you would change a thing. Molly, you wrote to Seeley, I have gained a best friend who can make me laugh and who's there for me when I'm down. We have a mutual respect and appreciation for each other's values. We always apologize if I express our feelings and hurt. We use words of affirmation to help you know how you feel about it. And we always show gratitude when I express my love to you. Your wedding day. When you commit to being with each other forever, is of course filled with joy and happiness. But even more than for this one, the two of you cannot fulfill a future together. Seeley, you wrote to Molly, I thank God that I'll have such an intelligent and truthful woman and the future of you. I look forward to decades more of you filling up our home with silly voices and songs like you on this, laughter, and the smell of home-cooked meals. And Seeley, Molly wrote to you, not knowing what the future holds can be an exciting part of your relationship. Whatever it brings, I'm so excited to spend time together with both of our families to continue traditions we are discovering and to create new ones that add meaning and joy to our lives. Molly, Seeley, the Colonists, the Jewish mystics, they teach that when two people get married, their two separate souls fuse together and become one. Other mystical sources say that every person was born with only half a soul, and only truly becomes full when united with their share in marriage. Seeley and Molly, you are truly made for one another. And today, on behalf of all of us, as not only your lives with one another, but as your souls do as well. Get enough. You couldn't believe that you found this person, your person, your Bashara, your soulmate. Each other feel very loved. You both told me that in your relationship with one another, neither of you would change a thing. And Molly and Seeley's grandparents, we know that their love is shining down on us today. In the Jewish tradition, drinking wine is our way of marking a moment as holy. L'chaim. Cheers. Save some for her. Just a few minutes ago, in a small ceremony with just Molly and Seeley's immediate family, Molly and Seeley signed their ketubah, the Jewish wedding contract, sacralizing the lovers' covenant that they're entering into today. Seeley, do you take Molly as your lawfully wedded wife and partner in life? Molly and Seeley have chosen to recite words from the biblical book of love poetry, the Song of Songs. So as we place the ring, Seeley, repeat after me. Ani Vedodi, Vedodi we. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. Congratulations. Molly, do you take Seeley in your lawfully wedded husband and partner in life? You can place the ring, and as you do, these words from the book of Song of Songs, Ani Vedodi, Vedodi we. Molly, do you take Seeley in your lawfully wedded husband and partner in life? You can place the ring, and as you do, these words from the book of Song of Songs, Ani Vedodi, Vedodi we. Molly and Seeley. And here tonight, the two of you mark the beginning of a whole new world, a whole new life that you're creating together. Visions of putting each other first and of making each other better. May you nourish one another through life's sadness and life's joy. And as you grow older, may you also grow closer.
For the gladness and rejoicing that this wedding brings to all gathered here and to the whole world.
Together we can all say Amen. According to Jewish law and custom, you are now married. Congratulations. Before we leave this amazing commitment, the amazing way you work through your problems, and carry you through the rest of your life, happiness, with wholeness, and joy. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
I wish I had it in me to come and just talk to you and tell you about the feelings I just caught for you. But you always with your friends and that make me nervous. But these butterflies might be worth it. See, I don't need your Instagram cause I put hearts on you in person. Can tell by that Louis bag that you out here working. I'd be your only fan or only fans cause you deserve it. Here goes nothing, You look good in the summertime. Them tan lines on you make me wanna run and dine. You bring tears to my eyes cause you that fine. I wanna make you mine, You look good in the summertime. Them tan lines on you make me wanna wine and dine. You bring tears to my eyes cause you that fine. But for the summer over, girl, I gotta make you mine. Hey, you look good in the summertime. Them tan lines on you make me wanna wine and dine. You bring tears to my eyes cause you that fine. I wanna make you mine, You look good in the summertime. Them tan lines on you make me wanna wine and dine. You bring tears to my eyes cause you that fine. But for the summer over, girl, I gotta make you mine, yeah.
clear. Oh, I see the sun, the moon, all the stars, constellations appear. But I never knew. I never read the story, all its glory.
Everybody got to say the prayer about the friends as we come to the hall. We're up on the night. I'll hang on the wall. I'll always like that. Meaning for always. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, who bring us forth bread from the earth.
Okay, everybody, now we're going to do the blessing of the wine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. In English, blessed concerning of the Lord our God, sovereign of all, creator of the fruit of the vine. Amen.
Amen.
I love it.
Everyone, I'd like to welcome everyone to the union of Molly and Seeley. Seeley, I'd like to welcome you to the family. I'd like to welcome you to the Raffaelli family. I'd like to welcome you to the Ames family. And I'd like to welcome you to the Friedman family.
In my Molly's eyes, I am a hero. I'm strong, wise, and I know no fear. But the truth is plain to see. She was sent to rescue me. I see who I want to be in my Molly's eyes. In my Molly's eyes, everyone is equal. Darkness turns to light, and the world is at peace. This miracle God gave to me gives me strength when I am weak. I find reasons to believe in my Molly's eyes. In my Molly's eyes, I can see the future, a reflection of who I am and what will be. And those who grow up suddenly and maybe raise a family. When I'm gone, I hope you see how happy she's made me. For I'll be there in my Molly's eyes. I'm going to introduce him. It's Mr. Carl. This is Seeley's dad.
Seeley Grayson Jones. The Grace is from my mother, and it's spelled Gracen, Grayson. Mom's been going now for about 22 years, so they were close. She loved you, as did my father, and on behalf of the Jones family and the Hull family, my mother's maiden name, just want to say that they're looking down and they're very proud of you. And Seeley always reminded me of myself. When he was a little baby, I would look at him and just something about him. He would look at me. He would just look at me like I got you figured out. So he always had me figured out. But Seeley, actually, we were very much alike as far as the joking. He would get in trouble, and he would do something or say something, and I'm supposed to be mad at him, or I'm supposed to be, and his mother would be like, look at me, and I would just be cracking up. It was just so funny. No matter what it was he was doing, it was always funny. And then I met Mom. I'm like, wow, this. She's amazing. How in the world did you do this? How did you find her? And I realized it was the same thing here. We all have someone, and as the rabbi said, we share it. Just the chosen one or the soulmate. And it's just like what I saw in his face when he was around you. I could see there was that connection, and that it's something about you. Maybe he can explain it better than me, but cheers to Molly and Seeley.